Hey guys, I think I'm in the right group. I checked right before I hit live. Fit to Love Coaches. Thank you, Kelly, for asking me to talk. Um, I just wanted to get on here and talk about last year's Sprint to Diamond. This year they're calling it Sprint to the Finish, but it's pretty much the same thing, same idea, same concept. Um, that was probably one of the biggest turning points for me in my business. And this morning I was actually thinking what is it that I did different to catapult my business forward like that? And I was trying to think this morning. I even asked my husband, I'm like, what did I do? How did I got in that group for $20 and I won like every single pot. It ended up being over $600 by the end. Each few weeks we had to hit a certain milestone, have a certain amount of Success Club points, sign up a certain amount of coaches. And the coaches that got on there and spoke, I would listen to them, but I wouldn't just listen to them. I actually put into action like what they were telling us to do. And it was just really exciting. And lots of people were signing up. And I was asking my husband this morning, she wants me to talk about what I did and why I did it. And I was having a little bit of a hard time at first, but he was like, you know what? You were telling everybody what you were trying to do. I knew what your goal was. You were telling all your friends, you told your parents, you told everybody at work, you told all of your customers. And it's really just kind of like everything that we should be doing anyways. It really starts with taking care of yourself. And I know when that was going on, I was really super excited about the fitness program that I was doing. I was really excited about 2B Mindset. I was really excited about using Energize and Recover in my Shakeology, and I was sharing like heck about it. I really wanted to help people through everything that was going on with COVID. People were stuck at home, working from home, having their kids at home, just all kinds of craziness, not being able to go to the gym that they used to, just like some unhealthy coping mechanisms. And I had this incredible thing already set up that I just wanted to get everybody connected with it. But so it really starts from there, like the workout program that you're doing for yourself, the following the meal plan for you, reading the personal development, using the supplements. You're going to feel amazing. And it's pretty hard to hold it inside and not share it with other people. So I always go back to that with any advice for signing people up or getting your business going. That's where it starts. It's really hard to do anything with your business if you're not all in following a workout program start to finish. If you're not following the nutrition, if you're kind of sort of using the supplements, you're not going to feel that excitement. So that's the first thing. You just really got to, come up with a plan for yourself. When am I going to do my workouts? When am I going to meal prep? When am I going to use my supplements? And, just make it happen. And you're going to start feeling excited about it. You're going to get results and it's going to feel great. And you just won't be able to bottle up your excitement. And people will feel that when you talk about it and share about it on social media. So you're doing it, you're sharing about it, and you're sending out those personal invites. Hi, Kelly. So, it kind of they match, it kind of coincides. If you're sending out those personal invites, they already know what you're talking about. They already know how excited you are about it. And they're like, wow, I just got an invite, what is this all about? So I think that's, really important. Make sure you can't share too much. It's not weird. People are inspired by people who stick to stuff. So, if you can stick to it, they're like, well, if she's sticking to it, I think maybe I could be sticking to it too. So I think that's just back to the basics. But I think there are some other things that, I know that my business is not growing as much as it was back then. And so I think it's really good for me to be doing this call. So thank you, Kelly. You really got to know why you're doing this. And I know that, for that sprint to diamond group. I wasn't diamond yet, but I had some really, really good reasons why I wanted to grow my business. I mean, I really wanted, and I wrote it down on my tracker sheet. It actually still says it there. I wanted $12,000 in a sports fund to be able to travel with my daughter. She's a competitive volleyball player. They don't just play in California anymore. We fly to Florida, we go to Idaho, we go to Utah, and you know, the club fees and the clinics and the practices and getting on an airplane and staying at hotels, it costs a lot of money. And I used to pick up extra shifts at my job at the hospital to make that happen. And my goal was for 2021 to not have to pick up shifts at the hospital anymore, because I was super passionate about this health and fitness with Beachbody. And if I can share about it and make an income with it and help people, like, that's amazing. That's like a dream come true for me. So I had that written down and I looked at it every single day. And that was my goal, $12,000 in a sports fund to pay for my daughter's volleyball, traveling expenses and everything. And also to pay for my 5-year-old's gymnastics. So that's really important to me. And I had to see that in my face every day. I'm going to make that happen. I'm not going to pick up extra shifts anymore and miss more stuff to be able to pay for them to do stuff. So I looked at that every single day. I had it written on my tracker sheet and it's still there. And I have not picked up an extra shift this year. I have not. So your reason why you're doing it is like so important and it keeps you going. And I started telling everybody my goal. Like, I want to go diamond. I'm going to make my husband's account go diamond. I'm going to go 2-star diamond. I'm going to do this. And I told everyone, I told my husband, I created a bank account that was just for Beachbody. So all of my commission went there. And because I wanted him to see, like, you know, I'm just not like chatting it up on my phone for no reason. Like, I'm actually, like, you know, doing something with this. Like, it's, you know, it's changing our life. And so I made that separate account and he saw it growing. He would even send me text messages. Oh my gosh, honey, look at how much money just went in your Beachbody account. So he was excited about it too. So set up that separate account so you can see that account grow. It's really awesome and it's really motivating. So I did that. And then I not only told the people around me, like I told the coaches that were mentoring me, I told my husband, he knew what I was working on. My kids knew what I was working on. My parents, I started telling all of my customers and all of my coaches what I was working on. And so I started getting other girls that wanted to work on the business. And then I told all my customers who were just sitting there as regular customers, and I'm like, hey, you know, I'm trying to reach this business goal. I need more preferred customers, or even if you want to work the business, or you could just take advantage of the 25% off discount. But it's going to help me go 1-star and 2-star diamond in my business. And you could take advantage of the discount. And, you know, would you be interested in that? And I sent that to like all of my customers. And it's amazing. Like, people join you because they want to support you. They want to do the program too, but they are inspired by you. And so there's nothing wrong with telling people. I used to be embarrassed to tell people that I was making money from this. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I run a group. I help people. I should be compensated for that. I work hard. But I used to be embarrassed about that. So I started telling everybody, and then people just started messaging me back. Yeah, I'd love that. Hell yeah, I'll help out. I'll support you. And so it just, you know, started steamrolling after that. And then I got other people seeing what I was doing. And I had about, you know, a couple girls that were also working on their business. And so it just started multiplying from that. So tell everybody what you're going for. It holds you more accountable. Write it down, look at it every morning. And then the other big thing that I've been slacking on, and so I'm glad I'm talking about it now, is tracking and planning it. So, you know, using your business I know they have it digital now, but I'm still, and everyone used to make fun of me for this laminated sheet that I have. I still have it, with your goal, your reason why, what you're trying to do, and, you know, all the activities. Like, I think it's awesome that Beachbody has these amazing workout programs. You don't have to think, you just press play, you do what they say. Same with the nutrition plan. Eat like this, you're going to get results. Use the supplements, get results. So, it's like they explain it to you. But same with the business thing. So like if you do all of these things consistently over time, you're going to be successful. It's just getting yourself to do them and finding when the pockets of time that you can get them done and remembering why. Because when you start forgetting why, then you just don't feel like doing it. So yeah, tracking what you're doing. I was tracking like how many invites, who I was inviting, writing their name down, following up, keeping track of how many points I had and looking at my reason why every day. But I think like the biggest thing is like, okay, people are like, okay, this is what I have to do. I think a huge thing for me was telling my husband and my kids, like, Mom's going to work on this. Like I'm getting up, like, normally to go to work, I have to get up at 4:45 in the morning and I have to, take a shower, and it takes me an hour to get to work. So there's not too much working on my business before I go to work, and I work 4 days a week. But if it's my day off, like I get up like, 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. It is amazing what you can get done in 1 hour when there is nobody else in the house awake. So I would get up, and on my days off, so that's 3 days a week, and if I had a vacation day or something like that, I would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 6, it depended, because if I started feeling like I was sleep deprived, I would, back up a little bit, but 5 o'clock in the morning, and, get those invites out. And something about the morning time, you don't have a lot of time to overthink stuff. And I would just invite anybody who crossed my page, clicked like, anybody who was watching my stories. And then when I ran out of those people, I would just go on my friends list and start inviting people, pretending like they saw my stories. Some of them did, some of them weren't really watching me, but I actually like talking to people that I've never talked to before, because I don't have any judgment if if I think that they would like this, or any judgment about whatever. I just start talking to them. And sometimes if you send them an invite, they go back and look at your page and watch your stories and stuff to see what the heck you're talking about. So I think that's that was a huge game changer. I never used to wake up extra early on my day off of work. So you can get a lot done working full time if you have those solid pockets of time, waking up early on your day off, slamming out those invites and follow-ups, because those are the hardest to get done, and then pockets of time throughout the day. I do a lot of following up and answering people back on my 15-minute break, my 30-minute break, and my 15-minute break at work. And then it takes me an hour to drive home from work. And so that's when, if anybody needs a phone call or something like that, that's when I schedule that stuff, is that hour drive home. But it's just really finding those pockets of time, like, that 1 hour is huge. Like, you don't have to be working on this business 8 hours a day. 1 solid hour of invites is huge first thing in the morning. And a lot of people are not up that early and they're not answering you back. So that's good too. You don't get distracted. But so tracking it, know that, set a time of the day that you're going to work on it, find your pockets of time, and be excited about it for yourself. Be excited about it for yourself. Like right now, like I am so freaking pumped for Body. Body is like, has me so pumped up right now that I know that's going to help my business, and I know that's going to help me with this Sprint to the Finish group and growing my business. Because Body, if you haven't tried it yet, you got to try it. If you haven't bought a mixed bike, buy a mixed bike. I mean, I haven't even started sending out invites for mixed bikes, and I sold 3 mixed bikes just because I put my butt on my mixed bike and shared about it on social media, and everybody in my group is wanting a mixed bike, right? So you just got to show yourself doing it, show up every day, plan when you're going to do it, know your reason why, and you got this. So I hope that's helpful. And thank you, Kelly, for asking me to come on here and talk about that. I'm super excited for, this push at the end of the year. It's going to be amazing.